Adam the Bull had a strong take on the Browns roster. We'll get into it more on this edition of. The question here is, should the Browns name their week one starting quarterback? Adam the Bull had this to say.
One more thing I just want to say about this is that I think the Browns should name a starting quarterback this weekend after this game because, it's easy for us on the outside to say the team's going to stink. And listen, I don't think they're going to be any good. I think they're going to be lousy. But the team you can't go into the season as the team, the coaches, the players thinking we're going to suck. I mean, maybe some of them do, but for the veterans on this team, they want to win. They don't want to hear about draft picks, and no matter who they start at quarterback, they might not win.
Yeah.
But my guess is the majority of players on the Browns think Joe Flacco gives them the best chance to win right now. Doesn't mean he will in week 6, week 10, week 15. That right now, my guess is that the players think Joe gives them the best chance to win. And if the coaching staff believes that too, then don't mess around. After this game, if he's healthy, if he, looks normal, nothing wrong with his arm or whatever, name him the starter. Or even if you want it to be somebody else, whatever. I just name the guy the starter and let's go. Because it's time for the starting quarterback to get ready for the season. And that doesn't mean that the young guys can't continue to learn and get experience, but it's time to get ready for the season now. And so you don't want to go in, you don't want to be naming the quarterback like 10 days before the start of the season.
Noah, I'm going to jump in here first.
Go ahead, man.
Because it's such a strange take to me. I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point that Joe Flacco is going to be the week one starter. Barring something crazy, I think everybody kind of knows that. So why Bull is, first of all, I don't think it gives us any benefit to name the guy right now. So what are some of the benefits of naming a starter early? You can establish leadership and chemistry. Got that already. Don't need that. You maximize the reps for the starter. Everybody's getting reps across the board. So again, doesn't really make sense. Like it's not like he's a new guy in brown and orange either. So what exactly is this? Why does Bull need the name starter right now when pretty much everybody knows it's likely Joe Flacco? Like, it's very unlikely. How the rest of the roster shapes up, I think it's going to be more interesting, but I don't think we need that answer right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I don't get where this is coming from. It was at the tail end. They were talking about the quarterback battle and the debate and who's getting reps. I believe it had to do with actually the depth chart coming out 1 through 4. And this was from Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, so credit to them for this clip, of course. I just don't get why you would even remotely care to think or ask or bring up the fact about naming a starter after one preseason game. You know how many times in the past that teams haven't named their starting quarterback until mid to late August? I'll give you an example. I'll give you a popular one. Kansas City Chiefs, 2023, Patrick Mahomes. Dallas Cowboys, Andy Dalton. 2023 is not the right date on that. Apologies. I must have copy and pasted the wrong way. Dallas Cowboys, though, the year Dak started the season hurt, they went down to the wire with Andy Dalton and Ben DiNucci before they named the regular season starter a week before. And make no mistake, it's not like we have a franchise quarterback for sure on this roster right now. So to compare our situation to that, to me, is not that asinine. You could go down the list. You could go to the New England Patriots. You could talk about the Miami Dolphins with Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen when people still believed in Josh Rosen. There's so many examples of this, of them letting it ride out until the very last minute, that to name a starter in week 1, Browns for Life on X said it exactly. No, don't do it. Let it ride. Let's let the Cincy think about who it'll be all the way up until the last minute. We don't have to announce anything, in my opinion. That's just
right.
me.
Which, by the way, Adam's take almost sounds like he thinks the Browns don't know who the starter's going to be. Just because they're not announcing it to the media or wider public doesn't mean they don't know internally who that starter is going to be.
Yeah, 100%. I think they have signaled so far with the order of how reps have gone and all of that, who the starter is, and that is one Joe Flacco. I think Kenny Pickett has done some good things to move himself in a position to continue to potentially win that job. But even if we take it away and say they don't know who they're going to start yet, that's totally fine. We brought 4 new quarterbacks into the room, 5 now with Tyler Huntley. We'll get to that in a little bit as well because he's going to be playing in the preseason game. But we brought in 5 new quarterbacks who were not on the roster last season. Of course they don't know yet. We just started training camp 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is again another nothing thing, just trying to drum up, more controversy here in Cleveland.